Here we go with some Latin. 616. The most experienced on ancient matters of the old things, they refer that in the rapture of the Sabine women and the grabbing of them, there was one woman, Hercilia by name, and while she was sticking to her daughter, at the same time she was raptam, she was grabbed, who, when Romulus, to a certain hosto from the Latin land, Latinum, who had fled into his asylum, he had given, so Romulus had given to the dative, this woman, because of his conspicuous virtues or valor he had shown. And natum from her, born from her, was a purum, a boy. Before any other of the Sabine women had given birth, she produced the first one. Him, because he was the first procreated, born in the hostile land in Hostico, he was vocatatum. He was called by his mother Hostus Hostilius, and the same boy from Romulus, I guess they're using Dedicid again, was given the golden bulla and the praetext, the garment, with very special signs of honouring him. Enim, for is he, when he had called the raptas women who had been taken, he called them together for a bit of consoling. He spapondicid, he promised himself he would fertor to the infant, which was the first, which the woman would first produce, since it would be the first Roman citizen, basically. He would illustriously give this munus, this gift. 17. Non nulli. Some people credent, some people believe, for the freeborn boys, this gift was attributed, that in the bulla, which they wear before or in front of their chest, was enacted, tied to was this figure of a heart-shaped, would be connected in their bulla, which for them people who are looking at, thus finally they could think themselves to be human. You probably put some bullshit around that to make it seem more Englishy, but if they were praestarian, if they showed heart, they could think themselves to be human or something. And added to these was the toga praetextem. That's that toga we talked about with the purple stripe. So from this rubor, from the redness of the purple, they could re-gera with a bit of modesty or something of their freebornness. So in English, basically, some people are believing this, that the boys have got this heart on their bulla, and it's basically they should hold themselves in modesty and regard and all that sort of stuff. 18. We have said from where the pretext come. We add also the causes or the reasons in which it was thought this pretext was conceded or to people in their boyhood or in childhood. Now the same habitus in which this argument or demonstration will cross over into how it's used. Here's an explanation in a few words of the name. Something like that. 19. The mos before, the custom before had been in the curia for the senators to enter with their praetextus filius, with their children in the praetexta. When in the Senate, res major, quapem, some certain type of major matter was being consulted on, and this was prolated or dilated or put off for a while into posturum day, and it was going to be prolonged for another day. It was pleasing or decided that this matter, over which they were tractaviscenting, of which they were discussing or whatever, that not anyone, it was decreed, should announce what it was prior to it being decreed or settled. 20. The mother of a boy Papirius, who with his father, had been in the curia, This mother per contra taught her son. She asked the son, "Quid nam? What the hell are the Senate fathers a gissing? What are they doing in the Senate?" The boy responded, "There's a need to be quiet." And neither was it licit, neither could one speak about this. The woman became more desirous of hearing. The secrecy of the matter and the silence of the boy was reverberating her mind. She was being beaten by it to inquire. She was being led to ask anyway. So therefore, she querited more compressius and more violently. So more pressingly and violently. 21. Then the boy, with his mother urging, took this concilium, took this idea of lying charmingly and festively. He dixed it. He said, "It's being discussed in the Senate whether it should seem more utile and greater for the Republic if they should have one or two wives, or whether looks like a married woman should have one or two husbands, because that's the female version of it." 22. This, when she had heard it, she compavescated. She was fearful in her mind. She egressed trepidatiously from the house to the other matrons. She adverted this news. What the hell have I done there? Okay, and posterity the next day, a very copious gathering of mother familiars. I've done that again. Confluented, they all flowed into the Senate. Tears and obsequiating, they were begging that rather one woman should have two husbands rather than the other way around. The senators, ingreding the curia, entering it, the things which was this upsetting of the matter which was upsetting the women, and what was this demand? Don't need the H there. They were marvelling about it. What this demand of the women was, postulation, what it wanted and what it was, and that it was not of a small matter. This prodigy or omen, which the sex of the more modest side of humanity, the female side, what they were all pavesking about, this insanity which was of unchasteness or whatever. So anyway, the boy Papyrus, he dismissed or settled this public fear. Okay. Daily Dictionary, demit. Demo, take away, cut off, remove, withdraw, subtract. Yep, there you go. And that's it.